Oh, wait. Go.
Waiting for people to join us.
Let's see.
All right.
All right. So we live.
Yeah, we live now. Good evening, everybody. We here. Thank y'all for joining us for this conversation tonight. This one we've been meaning to have for a couple weeks, but we wanted to still make sure we kept up and did this conversation here. We with Ms Donna Johnson. Y'all all know Ms Donna Johnson.
How you
Donna's Day
doing,
of
bro?
Hope. Donna's Day of Hope over Eastport. You know what I mean? For the past for some years now, she's been providing food in the summertime, just all year round for the neighborhood and the community, as well as develop a food pantry. And recently, you know, with the changes that the housing authority has made, it's been a couple. One of those is they are trying to stop her from having a food pantry. I'm gonna let her explain more, but they've also, if you know, they've canceled the pool this year for Harbor House. They've also stopped, I believe, the summer camp programs too, right? Or
It's a little changes. It's a few changes as I know of today
okay,
from the commission meeting. Would like me to go on with that?
absolutely. Go ahead, introduce yourself. Let
Okay.
everybody know. Absolutely.
My name is Donna Johnson. I run a nonprofit, Donna's Day of Hope and Giving Healing our community over here in the Eastport community. Um, I went to our board hacker meeting today at Pitt Moyers. It's the commission meeting, and they brought up about our pool. There's the city is like paying for the lifeguards to come. So right now they have 4 lifeguards that I guess they're going to see is going to be approved to be lifeguards for our Eastport community so that it can open. How long and when they say that was going to be, they didn't, but it is in the process of the lifeguards, and that's what the issue was. Um, they
Okay.
had, they didn't actually give a name, but they gave a name where so a camp is going to um sponsor 50 kids throughout the hacker community for the summer program. I'm still not really hearing like where that's coming from, but I know we're supposed to have a program that 50 kids is allowed to attend that's being paid for. Um, right now, I do know that Mr. Fisher is picking up kids. I think that he's taking them to the Pitt Moyer Community Center.
Right.
Um,
Mr. Fisher
and
still at it.
and also the police department has been picking up children, and where they're taking those kids at, I really don't know. I just know I hand them out lunch bags in the morning, and they don't even go because I don't ask the kids no questions. So I just see them outside, and they know I'm doing the snacks and stuff at the table, so they come get that, and they go ahead to where they're going at.
Okay, so there have been some changes
A
to
little, some little changes, and
okay.
I try to tell everyone. If you really want to hear the information of what Hacker is getting for his money, where this is going and where that is going, you should come to those commission meetings, which is once a month the fourth Tuesday, the last Tuesday of each month, which our next one is July the 24th, and it's at 4:30 at Pit Moyer, because you can really hear a lot of what they getting, um, like the progress, just different things, far as like the rent not being paid, how many people, they always they, bring up those different things that they trying to make, um, programs is coming back into our community. I just felt, well, not really in our community, but the kids are being picked up from our community to be taken somewhere else, which I think they should be here in our community. Right.
Okay. So again, also with those changes, there were also some changes to the food pantry that you have been running, and I want to let you go ahead and go right into that now, because I know there's something you've been wanting to speak about for a while now. So the platform is yours. Please, please let everybody know what's going on.
All right. As everyone knows, I started the food pantry out of nowhere, just putting a table in our building in 2021. I do believe, like in the middle part, maybe June, July. I just came up with this idea of just sitting it there. So it did excellent. It did great. It was a 24-hour pantry. The hacker knew, the director knew, everybody knew that it was in this building. Um, and like I said, it was a big success because a lot of us are afraid to let people know that we don't need nothing to eat. Well, I mean that we don't have anything to eat, and they're afraid to ask for it. But over those years, it just got so like where so wasn't nobody afraid. They would even knock on the door. The kids would knock on the door. The kids would come in the building. They would go do their little shopping. I would catch people walking past the building. As they go past the building, they looking back to look so they can see if something on the table, whatever. So that went on for a good while. I'm not going to get into the detail, but as of last year Thanksgiving Day, we was doing serving the free dinner out in front of the building. I wasn't actually out there, but a couple people came to me and said such and such was in the building, this, that, and that. I just know Monday morning I get some kind of, not even a real professional letter. First it was a phone call: Donna, you got to move the table out the hallway. I'm like, for what? Like, it's been here for going on 3 years now. Like, well, Melissa said gotta go. This. Melissa Manick, the director, was actually the one that called the not the health department, the city on me about the table being in the building. It was just a whole lot of mess. And when I went, sort of like the newspaper that was talking with me, that's when they decided they wanted to come up with the food boxes outside, which we end up with by the Eastport Community Center and also right here in our courtyard. So we got the food boxes. They're not even a big hit, to be honest with you. The people still come to me. I just think it's a big mess because you're more focused on what I'm doing instead of focus on like what really need to be done in the community. Like, I'm not doing anything, no problem, no sickness, no nothing. Like, I'm just feeding the community. So that happened. Ran into some folks that want to donate to me from the Safeway and Trader Joe's. So another incident happened. As I reported, instead of this incident being taken care of, the meeting fell back on me. So now they call me for a meeting and like, Donna, you serving food up here, you can't serve food. And I'm like, what? Y'all see me out here every day. Y'all on my page. Y'all see what I do. Like, now y'all want me to stop serving this food. And it's always like, what is it called? Liability or something like that. They don't want nobody to get sick. But y'all seen this. Y'all knew I was doing this for all these years. And every time I go to them with a certain situation, that stuff always fall back on me where so I'm losing something. And it's hard. It's hard because I don't know what to do. I mean, it's like I can't really get no support. I just don't know no more. I just
The,
don't
th-
know.
the thing that kills me the most is why they always trying to. Why aren't they bound down on drug dealing and violence and killing? But
Mike,
they put so much effort into when people doing something good. It's so sickening to hear that when you talking about, okay, I could be selling drugs out my house, but y'all don't put no emphasis on that. But soon as somebody doing something positive, they always got something to say. They always got to find some type of liability. The whole fucking hood is a liability. The hood life is a liability. Walking outside is a liability.
Facts.
So why is y'all worrying about somebody feeding people? Those people can get food from way worse places, or they might not be able to ever they might not be able to get no damn food. So why why keep blocking everything that's positive and act like it's a liability?
you know what,
But
Mike? I'm sorry. You finished. I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm finished. It just frustrates me to hear. It's like heartbreaking to hear you having to go through shit like this, but doing something positive because we came up and we was doing a lot of negative shit when we was young. So to give back is a blessing from God that Don, I know you, you know me. We still here, which is a blessing from God, all the shit we done been through. So I don't know, babe. I just think you a blessing and you can keep we need to rally behind this shit and find out because feeding people becomes a problem. I don't know how they get there.
It's crazy because, like I told him, I said all this time that I've been doing stuff in this community, especially right here in the courtyard. I said no fighting, no arguing, no just no nothing that whereas y'all want to stop me. And like I said, I didn't go into those details, but it's like every time I go there about that situation, it just falls back on me. You can't do this now. You can't do that. It's a lot of liability here, there, and there. I was like, well, what about these buildings? The rails are falling apart. The
Right,
the, the stairways are coming apart. I said, I've been fighting for residents to get off the third floor. That's really housebound. They can't move, and I'm trying to get them down on the bottom floor. The first thing they come at me with, no, now you want to check my storage space because now you're making me sign a paper. Today I actually got a letter again for every day that I'm doing something out in this community or things that I want to do for this community. I gotta let them know, the property manager know, so they can let everybody else know that works with them that I'm out there in that courtyard doing something. I'm like, are you serious? Like, it's so many people over here that do they cookouts, they having this, they don't turn nothing in. They ain't signing no paper. It's always Donna. And I started believing it's because I started running my mouth because I've been speaking the truth about what's going on in here and the things that they're not doing. It's at one point I was afraid because they do retaliate, and that happened to me a few times. Um, and I just said, you know what? I'm not scared no more. I'm just not afraid no more. I'm gonna keep on talking. Some people think it's complaining. I'm complaining about this. I'm speaking the truth about what's
Mm.
going. All I want to do is feed my community without having no problem. If I want to do a hot meal, if I wake up now or even go outside now, I want to feel like whereas though I just want to go out there and cook. I should be able to give somebody some hot food. I shouldn't have to try to email you and email whatever. And that's what I told him. I said sometimes I wake up and just say I want to cook out. But
what's
it's a
the difference
problem.
from just cooking out? Then what's the difference from me going outside right now cooking hot dogs and hamburgers?
I
What's
was
the
I
ready to
asked
say the
the
difference
same
same
from
thing.
question.
them?
I was ready to say the
What's
same
the
thing.
difference from
Yeah,
them when they had community days to come down there and just cook out and give everybody food? What is the difference? If
I
they
asked
get,
the same
if
question.
no one has to, Donna, if you cook, right,
Mhm.
no one has to eat that shit if they don't want it. They
Mhm.
obviously trust you enough. Wait, a motherfucker gonna somebody gonna let their kid come over to your house and grab a lunch to go eat. They gotta trust your ass. I'm not letting no anybody just feed my kids.
Facts.
And it
They know
happens
you
all
ain't
the
gonna do
time.
nothing to their kids.
Yep, the parents don't really come. If the kids want to come, they let them come. They will stand over there, whatever I'm giving to the kids or whatever I got out there. When I'm cooking the hot dogs and hamburgers, sometimes at the last of school, they what do you want? You want hot dog hamburger? This is what the parents is saying.
If is it a case of them needing somebody with a food handler certification or
No,
something?
listen.
Oh,
See, this
okay.
what happens. Let me say this. This is what happens. This happens all the time. If you start doing shit, you start exposing other people. So if you doing something positive for your community, and then other people start seeing it, they're saying higher ups, instead of them putting that shit in position, that exposes them for not doing right. You understand what I'm saying? That
Real shit.
exposes the higher ups for not doing right if you're doing something positive. Now, if you
Absolutely.
the one problem that it seems like, and this, I'm not saying you, but this always seemed like what's always wrong in the hood is how many residents in Eastport? We're
We
gonna
got
say
300 and we got 300. I think it's 370 something. That's Eastwood Church and Harbor House.
you got 300 some people,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Donna against everybody. So if 300, if the other 300 and some people not saying nothing with you, it seems like Donna is the only person that's the problem. If you take, I got a picture with Rita has a picture with all of my back in the day down 20. They all, I remember the whole community coming out and getting changes done. Miss Murray, my
Mm.
mother, all them people up in the front of 20 came together, was in the rec center, and they all was zapping the fuck out. And I was a little boy. I remember this. And they got
Mm-hmm.
the rental office lady kicked out because she was stealing money and all this other stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
when they were doing it's if you the village have to come back. They
Mm-hmm.
have to stand behind you and with you. The more people, the more. We always fighting wars against these people with no soldiers. You a foot soldier. You see what I'm saying? You out there in the trenches. I mean, just imagine being this pissed off about something that's positive. That's fucking insanity. But that's the way
It
the
is.
world runs.
You
Like,
know
I'm
when it
pissed
first.
off for you right now just hearing this shit. I can't fucking believe that I'm sitting here in 2024 hearing the same shit that my parents did and went through in goddamn 1980.
You know what? It's so crazy because when they took the food pantry away the first time, when I say I literally just cried like a baby because I was so hurt. I'm like, why? Like, I'm not doing anything. And like I said, I'm not going to get into those details on here about that, but it's like every time, just every time, it's like it's always coming at me. And for this director to do what she's doing, you personally call city on me. You personally call city on me. Now you're going for family members. Like it's got to stop.
And
And like I said,
the city should know better. The city, if I call them and I say, she out here doing something positive, like giving away food, the city should be like, maybe we should do something about this situation. That's what we vote for y'all for. Maybe,
Facts.
maybe Donna, if we don't like Donna this much, let us do it. Let somebody feed the community. That's what you're doing, babe. You're exposing people who don't give a fuck. They bring rental office people down here from out of the city that don't know nothing about us. The worst part about these motherfuckers is they grew up in the hood and they treat you like shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
it's so.
So
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't get it. What's the difference from Mr. Arnold sitting in the community feeding people off his food truck?
And let me tell you something. I told him, I said, you know what? I said, don't make no sense. I said, because what you need to do is come down here and live for a week so you can see and really look at my work, what I'm doing. Like when I say literally all day, the latest I done went and somebody knocked on my door was like 11 o'clock at night. They came up, they was like, I can hear them coming. They was like, I'm hungry. Guess what I do? I get up. I do this every day, all day long. And I'm like, well, won't y'all come and do it? Because, and so many times I say I want to stop, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to stop. I got to keep on going because these people ain't done nothing to me. And if the people are still willing, which they do, I still get. I ain't even show you all my living room now. Like I got so many donations now of snacks and food, like the dry goods and stuff. That when I get up in the morning, I go outside and I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Harlem Authority don't support me when they took the pantry away and said they was gonna open a pantry. They kept putting up on Facebook. We looking for donations. We got a food pantry coming. Whatever. Wasn't nobody responds, but it's like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. Y'all knew Donna was doing this since 21. Y'all knew Donna, seen Donna with this pantry in this hallway personally. For all these years, never said nothing. Even when the cities came here to inspect my house, when the fire department, even when the chief was out here, I always said, is this stuff in your way? Is it? They would say, we love what you're doing. We like what you're doing. No, it's not in the way. Even the city man that day when he came and did the inspection, he said the only thing he recommend is that don't put nothing, just keep the dry goods out there. So I'm like, because I had said, well, what about hot chocolate? I said, what I do with that is just put the pack inside the cup with a spoon and a lid. And he was like, he said, just keep the dry goods out there. And of course I'm crying again. He was like, don't do that. He said, I'm trying to work with you, but it seemed like ain't nothing get done. And this is the mad part that gets me very upset, is because Melissa herself knew I had this pantry until that incident of someone coming in here, going back and said I had something open on the table. This is when I get that letter or phone call first, and then this little piece of a letter saying you got to remove that table because it's fire hazard. So my thing with, and I'm ready to say this now, is so if my food pantry is a fire hazard, why didn't y'all say nothing with my little table, which is still in the building with the little decoration Christmas tree, which the food pantry was next to it? So that wasn't a problem, and it's still there today. If they see this now, it might be gone tomorrow. But I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what I'm saying. Why did y'all say there was an issue?
If the fire marshal passed you, there's no way that they can bitch about something being a fire hazard.
You know how much fire hazard around here? Within so many residents, but don't nobody get in trouble about it or get said anything. It's always Donna, and I started believing it's because of this right here. Because I'm not going to stop talking. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to show the truth. So now it's like everything is coming at me. Y'all inspect my house last year for the book bag giveaway because I had like 30 Amazon boxes in my living room. So y'all got the city coming talking about my house clutter. I was like, the book bag thing is like next month, so I'm ready to go through this again because my book bag giveaway is the 18th of August.
I'm an electrician. I work in people's houses that are filthy with trash, and they don't put them out. Donna, you know what you need to do, Donna? It's especially around election time.
Facts.
You need, instead of talking to average people, like you always need people behind your back. But you need the community support. But during election time, this is the best time to start exposing politicians. I don't understand how people keep on so pressed about voting, and these people don't do shit for you. It's time to make them work. You gotta make them work. Like this saying the Harlem Authority. They call and asking for donations. That's almost like when Oprah Winfrey and Rock asked for donations. Why do we need to donate to y'all and y'all $1 million business?
Fact.
Why do we need to give y'all money when y'all can do an LLC and get that shit done for us? or you can assist me in getting the things done the proper way. But to
Fact.
actually want to take food out of people's mouth, it shows you a prime example of they want you to stay and they want everybody to have a fucked up mentality. If a motherfucker outside starving, he's gonna end up running in somebody's shit. Or he's gonna get some food sooner or later that motherfucker gonna eat.
I told them
Somewhere.
that. I said
They
y'all
know
starting
that.
some
You
trouble.
not telling them this. They know this. These people. Why you think they doing what they doing?
That's
They know
crazy.
this. You don't have to. I don't. It's not rocket scientists. I mean, rocket science. They know this. They know
They
this is
don't
why
care.
the
They really don't.
demographic of
They
the
don't
hood
care.
is like it
They
is.
don't care.
It's not meant for nobody to prosper.
They
If you
don't care.
shining, if you shining as Donna and you doing something for your community, that means you're exposing people that could be helping out. It does not. There is no sense in this at all. I feel so emotional right now that this shit is just. I hate this shit. I swear to
It's
God,
it's
I wish I
it's
was rich
sickening.
because I would. It would be a different story, especially for
It's
the city of
sickening, yo.
Annapolis.
Like
Because to be fussing over this shit, to even
And
be
that's the
hearing this, I'm
thing.
disgusted. I'm
It's
disgusted.
crazy because the city, everybody, the mayor office, everybody see me on Facebook. Y'all, when I got that Sir Journey Award, that VIP Gala Award last year, the Rotary Club Award last year, been in the Baltimore Times 3 times. The last time was just January. I done been emailing Hackers newsletters. I done been on the Channel News. Like, everybody know what I'm doing. Like, why are they signing? Why is the city, the mayor office, or whoever signing all these certificates? And what I'm doing and feeding the community over here, why is they complaining? Everybody know what I'm doing. I don't hide nothing. I don't hide nothing.
Those
I
same
don't
people that
hide it.
gave you those awards and stuff, you need to go back to them. I wouldn't even keep on arguing back and forth with these people, the
Mm-hmm.
hacker people and all that shit. I would cut that shit. I would nip that
Mm-hmm.
shit in the bud. But what I would do if I was you, I would try to get people in the community support, and I would go to all of those people that gave you those awards. I'm telling you, every time, and it's so sad, but it's not. I'm not even gonna say it's sad. It makes things more beautiful. Just like the Underground Railroad, black people wouldn't have made it without no goddamn white people coming across the Underground Railroad. That's where you need to go. You need to start going to people. Man, when I worked with Pastor Cheryl, man, I seen every time we went through something, it was like it's always some wealthy ass white woman coming through in the clutch, and we getting fucking block shots by goddamn black men that's in politics, black women that's under the black men that just trying to hold their places and not doing shit for the community. It's always us that's trying to destroy what we're doing. Why the fuck would you try to stop somebody from giving people
from
food? Think of
feeding
that
people.
shit.
Like it's like and when she posted about it, you know what I mean? Like I read it a couple times because I was like, well, with all, like you said, with all of the problems that are going on, this would seem like a silver lining. So why would you want to take this away? And then you see everything with the pool and all that. But like you said, I guess there's been some changes made with that. But at the end of the day, like how many people would have to stop depending on that food? How many people would have to stop being able to get that resource when they can't get it where they need it at? I mean, I understand. Like, no, I don't understand it. I can't say I understand it. I can't, because it makes no sense to me as to why this is an issue. Like,
Have you ever been down what is that? What was Admirals?
yeah,
They got the Latino, got the vegetables and shit
They
outside
got the
every
vegetables
right
all out
outside
goddamn
the
day.
neighborhood.
I'm telling y'all,
It's
it's me.
insane. Yeah,
It's
it's
me.
insane, yo. Man,
It's
look,
me. It's
one
me. I'm
time,
telling y'all.
I'm
It's
sorry.
me.
You see how frustrated I'm frustrated about this shit, right?
Yeah.
But this real talk. I was getting on Rita because Rita was getting so into what she was doing, and I was like, "Fuck it, just back away from that shit." It's crazy to
Mhm.
be dealing with this shit. If she hadn't pushed that Narcan shit, it would have been 30. It would have been about 30, 40 motherfuckers dead right now. I'm trying to tell you, this just in 20. Like, it was a conflict of interest. So I'm like, I'm on the outside looking in, like, man, fuck these people. Worry about yourself. You coming home every night stressed the fuck out because she see this. She's in the trenches. I'm not in the trenches. I'm an electrician. I go to work. When you see that shit and then you say, damn, what if she did walk away from that shit and just say, fuck it? 30 of my motherfucking schoolmates or more would have been dead right now.
That's crazy.
Or their kids.
You know what? Let me say something. I'm glad you mentioned Raider's name. Like before, when that food pantry was going on, we had an event up on the basketball court, and Rita was there, and Bridget was there. So we was talking about the pantry, and I still got the paper today, the sheets that Rita gave to me about the different levels of food, how the levels supposed to be of the food, the temperatures and stuff. I still got that downstairs in the hallway pantry. And that hallway that Rita gave to me. So Bridget was like, well, if Rita can train you and do some things, then you can go, hey, I came to Rita. Miss Rita can tell you I came to her. So all that time when that Bridget gave that okay up there, the pantry was going on and it was in the hallway. Like she gave me those two lists. Bridget came out of her mouth and said, you know, if Rita do this for you or whatever, you go. And I was going down there to Rita, you know, and I was sitting with Rita. I was doing things with Rita. She was showing me how you do the different ways of the shelvings, and when people come in, the paperwork. You know, I had to sit at her desk right there when people was coming in. I did all that down there. But then it's like over the years, it's like things just switched up. Like I said, they knew this. Why y'all didn't say nothing in the beginning? Y'all seen it. Y'all know it. Y'all watched me. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into that. But then now y'all want to call the city on me. They literally called the city inspection on people on me, like literally, you know. And they doing some crooked stuff now because they just called it on my daughter. Like all this stuff y'all could be calling city on that's going around over here, or what's not need to be fixed, and y'all not fixing. Y'all coming in. This is why a lot of people don't want to speak up. They don't want to speak up because they do retaliate. They definitely retaliate.
They can't retaliate on the whole motherfucking community. That's the problem. I'm telling you. I seen my mother and them do it, yo. My mother and them shut that shit down. My mother and them went on a rent strike back in the day. I ain't gonna never forget that shit. I'm telling you, it was a community thing. And then the crazy thing about 20 was, you know, only neighborhood I ever lived in when I was young was 20. So from 73, I lived there from 1973 till I was 28 years old. I seen a lot, and the elders, they weren't like us when we came. After we came in, I heard everybody bitching about this not happening, that not happening. Our elders was like, no, we're not having this. You're not going to keep on doing this. And then it wasn't one or two people. It's damn near all these women. All you see is black faces on this picture, man. Rita got the picture in the office. But it's Miss Murray Hunt, all them, Najee grandmother, man, I'm so amped up right now. I can't even call people names out, but I'm telling you, it's because this shit right here, with all that we going through, just in life as in general, with all this violence and all this shit going on in these communities, with everybody killing each other and fighting each other and hating. This is why mentally we have what you call a hood, because nothing is neighborly. They took the neighbor shit out and they call it hood. They want everybody to struggle individually. If everybody's struggling individually, we can't help each other to put the neighbor back in hood, and somebody might can come out there prospering, or more than one person. Everybody keeps saying, oh, you could just say one person. You were saying that in the 70s. You were saying that in the 80s. You were saying that in the 90s. We should be up to 5 to 10, 15 to 20 people trying to save them now. That one person shit just don't sit with me. But why is there a Donna and there's There's not a building 713 behind Donna. There's not a building 711 behind Donna. A building 702. You got all these fucking buildings and all these people out here that starve. It might not even be you right now. Because I remember at one point when the most embarrassing thing for me to do was to spend food stamps. And then when I was sitting in the house and I went broke and I lost everything and my stomach was growling and my mind started playing tricks on me because now I got my son here. Now I'm like, man, how the fuck I get these food stamps?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Ain't it burning the what we're trying to eat? But no, I'm just saying because a reality check hit me. I'm not better. I'm not too good to do that shit. One day I was walking to work, right? I told you, listen, I lost everything. I never been this broke before in my life. I was walking to work one day to get the van because I had to walk to get the van to go mentor kids. And I'm literally walking and I'm screaming to myself, but you can't hear me. I'm crying, I'm holding it in so people can't see me. And I'm walking, and I don't keep thinking, man, I'm broke. I got to walk to work. I gets down the hill, and you know the old folks home down there. I see somebody from 20. Old dude, he yelling my name. He can't. Mike A. I look up, you know, I put my mask on, clean my face up. I'm like, hey, what's up? I don't even know who it is. I see who it is. It's one of my old heads from down 20. I'm sitting here bitching about walking to work. I haven't seen him in years. He in a wheelchair with no goddamn legs.
Oh, wow.
You feel me? Now I'm sitting here crying because I got walked to work. And this motherfucker sitting in a wheelchair with no legs.
Yeah.
That shit, look, wipe that shit all head up and chest out and start marching. Have never sweated nothing like that again since that happened. I had to be humble. But this shit right here,
it's crazy.
So that's
my whole inside, I'm boiling on the inside. This shit, wow.
Now that have they given so basically they haven't given you any type of anything to say, all right, if you do this, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yes. So first I was like, well, if y'all say I'm going to be the overseer for this, you know, the house apartment thing, and I'm saying to myself, so why can't, if I'm going to be the overseer there, you know, and I can get food and put it in a box, but I can't stand out there and have it out, you know. So now, you know, I'm hyped, I'm crying because I'm like, I'm not doing anything. So what they told me was, if I get somebody that's, what you call it, a food license,
that's gonna need to be paid.
Somebody
if they got a food license, they're gonna need to be paid.
Something like that. They were saying if I can be partners with somebody that does this, I can serve the food. But then they also say if that person is licensed to serve the food, they got to be there with me. So I can't be partners with them and be by myself and serve it. As she was saying, they would have to be there. I'm like, if I'm partners with them, you know we partners, why should that person have to be here?
That's gonna cut out the late night.
You know what? Say it again.
That's gonna cut out your late night people that starving late night. That is gonna have to be everything. Gonna have to be time, and that person might not have the same passion as you, and you willing to do this shit for free. That person that got that license gonna want some money.
You know what? I don't even know no more. And like I told them, guess what? And somebody said I shouldn't have said it, but I told them, I was like, guess what? I ain't gonna stop feeding my people. If y'all want to go ahead and put me out there, that's what you gotta do, because I'm not gonna stop feeding no damn one. Because that last person that come in my house might be a damn kid, which it shouldn't be anybody. But if I don't give that child something to eat, that child might go out here sick and pass out or something. I'm not gonna stop feeding nobody. But
Yeah,
thank God for my resident, Miss Jessica across the street. The last big donation I got, she let me use her driveway, and it was a big success.
See
It
what I
was a big
mean?
success.
And she ain't even from the hood, is she?
And she ain't even from the hood. I can
It's
look out my
all,
window
it's,
now and look.
I'm
And
telling
she
you,
just,
it's
matter of
all
fact,
for you.
she this morning, matter of fact, she just bought 2 cases of the big cookie things. She bought me 2 big cases of unopened freeze pops. She bought me bubble gums, lollipops. She bought me a big box of chips. She always donating stuff over here. She was the one that just gave me those 29 boxes of what is it, vegetables that I was giving out a couple months ago. I got all that from her. She support me when I need tables and chairs. I get that from her. When I needed my grass cut, her sons come over here and cut the grass.
That shit wild. I
And
know
the
all
my
the
thing is,
regulations that they
I
put you
just don't
through.
know. I
All the
just don't know.
regulations that they put you through are it's just like if
They
if
never
if
even been a
if
part of nothing.
somebody gets sick, ain't nobody. I don't see no homeless person or somebody getting sick. Who they gonna sue?
It's going on 4 years now. No problem. No sickness.
You know
No
what I'm saying?
nothing.
Who the fuck is they
yeah.
gonna sue?
So
They think
basically,
them.
they put a boundary up that you need somebody that already does this type of thing to be your partner.
Mm-hmm.
She already doing it herself.
Because I had
But
the
But that
lady
makes sense
actually
when you
call
already
and
doing
talk to Bridget herself, so that because me, I'm hearing stuff and I might be explaining it a little kind of whatever. So I had the lady call her herself and talk to her. So this is what I do. If somebody want to help me, I call and talk to Bridget. So you can really hear what she's saying and how she's saying, because she might be saying something that she might not. She might be saying wrong that that she's saying wrong, but I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Because the way
I
they
got
put these kind of whatever book things, and I really don't know. All I keep saying is I just want to feed the damn people. That's it.
I know
That's
what
it. That's
I know
all.
what
I
they're
don't want
doing.
nothing from y'all. They don't even
It's all
support me
these
in
city
nothing.
regulations and everything.
The
It's
city
all these
know what I'm
regulations that
doing.
they put on
Okay.
everything. Because I work with a nonprofit for a long time, and everything that you do has to be documented.
Mhm.
Um, it has to be documented, and if you get money and donations, you have to give you got to spend like if they give you 50, let's just say we're gonna say they give you $500
Mhm.
and grant money, you got to have receipts
See for that, yes.
to clear
Mhm.
that whole $500, and it got to be on something like ours was for the kids.
Mhm.
So I know exactly what they're saying,
Mhm.
um, because it is regulations and everything that you have to follow. I get all that shit.
Mhm.
But how do you, as a human being, expect me, a person that probably been starving before, and now I got enough to give back? How do you expect me to tell a starving person no?
No. Knowing I got all this sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do it, and I understand the paperwork. My thing with me, what I was doing, I didn't even have to do all of that. They kept telling me I should because if I had to prove it or whatever, but it wasn't nobody to prove it to. It was just like no, I never got grant money. I never got none of that. I got donation money and stuff. Like just now, I had got a couple months ago. I got that $1,000. They wanted me to put the $500 into the food pantry. So what I did was just the other day I went shopping and then I spent the $500 on toiletries and household item stuff, you know. But I got some people that is working with me to take me to different places to do different things. And I got paperwork coming. They said no matter if because my nonprofit thing, they didn't send me papers to read. I think it's like a yearly thing or whatever. So I have a lawyer working on that for me, from a kid from Crofton that want to be what you call it, projects. Um, called the kids want to do something, so he collects money and buy snacks to bring here for me to give out to the kiddos. But they went to Rome on vacation, so I'm waiting for them to come back. But it was where's the
Is it a little light
everything
skinned
I
kid?
get.
Is it a little light skinned young dude?
He's a young guy. He goes to Crofton High School.
Oh no, this ain't the dude I'm talking about. There.
Yeah, he goes to Crofton High School, and I was surprised. I'm like, somebody from Crofton. I'm like, oh, we down there, and a young teenager. So we met up with up, and this is what they want to do. So when his mom and them, when they all get back, they're going to they're going to work on the thing. They was like, don't worry, because now I'm being a crybaby and scared, like, oh my God, I'm ready to get in trouble. But they was like, no, it is nothing like that, because I didn't get tax papers and whatever. And it was so cool because someone that started that nonprofit, when she showed it to me and said, I got you, I just want you to play it forward. So as I'm going down my computer, I'm looking at this thing like 300 times. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, why you do this? She said, like I said, all I want you to do is play it forward. And this is what I always do. And my thing is, when I do stuff, somebody give me money, I always post my receipt. I show what I get, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I try to play honest and be honest and try not to take, like for 6 months, I used my own food stamps before they cut them off. And when they came back, guess what? Today, I still use my food stamps. When I need juices, waters, or whatever, I make sure I stay stacked, because sometimes I just feel like I don't want to be asking people for too much. Like I said, I never got grant money. Everything was all for the last 4 years been on donations. What little money I spend and what food stamps I spend. I don't have no shame in that or trying to make it look big. That's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I just try to play fair with everybody, and people keep asking me why I do this. I had a couple people get mad with me because they gave me like money, which I didn't believe when I first started, $500 to get my truck fixed. And they said, do not spend it on the community, because when people was giving me gifts for myself, I would always take it and put it back in the community and not do what I'm supposed to do with it, But that's just me. I feel like why not? This is my home. I've been here since I was 8. I'm 30. I'm 50. I'm 58 now. I've been here all my life. My mother worked for the house. Everybody loved my mother because they know when my mother was here. That's why I posted pictures sometimes. All the cookouts they gave over here, like the house, they was all about the residents. Now,
they're about to get paying that money. That motherfucker, how
but
your roof
like I
falling
said,
on you? They ain't worrying about your ass.
because I ain't shut down no more, though. Like I said, that's not
Why
right.
don't put that much effort in to stop drug dealing and all this violence? All that shit they doing right there. That's what I would ask. I would be like, why y'all putting so much effort into stopping this, but y'all ain't putting in. Let's get the same effort into stopping all this fucking killing and all this drug dealing and all this shit and all this houses falling apart shit
Yeah,
going on out here.
that's what I told him. I said, y'all so worried about me. Y'all got y'all roofs falling in. I was just telling the lady today, y'all got a unit that the roof just fell in. Was it last year? Maybe a little before. Y'all don't turn around. The girl bathroom fall in. Y'all don't turn around and put this doggone girl in that same house where the roof fell in, and then her house is leaking and whatever. The lady was like, "Well, I'm going on vacation. I'll be back after the 8th, or whatever." The house, the roof that just fell on their head. Y'all not supposed to put nobody in it. They don't put somebody in that apartment. When I moved to this apartment, when I first moved in the apartment around the corner, it kept flooding and flooding and flooding. They said when I moved, they wasn't gonna move nobody in there. In 2 months, they had somebody else living there. And guess what? They was flooding. Like the stairs, the rubber's coming off the step, the rails coming off the thing. You got holes in the ground. You got all these it's so much stuff going on. And the thing is, I'm running my mouth. I'm keeping it real. Y'all moving in these people and these houses. Y'all not pulling these stoves out. Y'all not cleaning these stoves. Y'all not doing none of that. Y'all got these supposed to be professional painters. They cleaning painting these units for that ain't no damn professional shit. Those they just paint these units and whatever any kind of goddamn
They
way.
don't even sand them. They just paint over
They
top
don't
of
do
paint.
nothing.
But let me
They
tell you
don't
some
do
real
nothing.
shit. If the ceiling come down in my shit, I'ma take that motherfucking ceiling drywall and put that shit all on my hair and on my back, and I'm calling the motherfucking police and I'm calling the ambulance to get me fucked. Nah, for real. This shit
I
is a
said
lot.
the
See,
same
the
thing before
liability,
that.
man,
Yeah.
listen, I've been in construction for 24 years. I'm an electrician.
Mm-hmm.
I see houses get built from ground up. When I first moved in town, right? I told y'all I had lost we living in a townhouse in Glen Burnie. I lost everything. I
Mm-hmm.
got in here because of my income. When I moved here, they built the other side second. I live on, the old Fourth Ward.
Yeah, yep,
You remember when you came to my house get the ticket from?
yep.
When they built the up street,
Mm-hmm.
listen, I literally walked up street and went straight into those houses on the weekend.
Oh wow.
There was no windows, no doors. They don't do that shit in houses. When the rain, them houses down 20, that's why they got mold and shit right now, because those buildings
Woo.
was
Yes.
exposed
Yep.
when they
Yep.
first started building them, and they didn't do the all right, y'all remember the show Extreme Makeover?
Yes. Yes.
My electric company worked on that show. I actually myself with my hands put a lot of work in there.
Mm-hmm.
The roof wasn't on. It poured down raining. Them motherfuckers had to take the basement, right, and cut 2 feet up from the floor of drywall around the whole entire building. Do this treatment that was so harsh you could not even go back in the building, because that's how you kill mold. If you don't treat mold properly, it's a living organism. It's going to keep coming back. So they had to cut that shit out and put that stuff on. Listen, they had to make everybody leave the house. You know how much money they lost for doing that? But that's what's supposed to be done. That's why they don't do that here with these places. The people that did Newtown 20, Whiting and Turner, those are some professional people. But they gonna work with the money that you give them.
Oh.
20 could not be paying them no money. Them people, them Whiting and Turner is all over this country. That wasn't them doing that shit. That's them not treating the fucking place like it's supposed to be treated. Back 20 is a swamp land.
Yeah, that's what they do. They don't do it.
You supposed to cover all that shit up with dirt, and the ground's supposed to be raised higher, all types of shit. They ain't doing that shit, man.
They ain't doing nothing here. What they do, they paint the walls or whatever and paint over top of it. That's all they do.
And
I went to a hood, son. Just let me. I tried to take the panel off, right? I had to take a goddamn razor knife and keep straightening. They had like 8 coats of paint on top of that shit where you can't even get in the panel. That's illegal.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. Why y'all allowing that shit in these projects though? That shit ain't allowed in regular houses, and then you get inspections every month or every 6 months.
They don't give a fuck how we live. Excuse me, Mr. They don't care how we live. They think they can just write anything up state. They don't care.
The only reason why they get away with it is because it's always a Donna, there's always a Mikey, there's always a Rita. That's one person fighting against so many. If only one person complaining, you the only one with a problem. Everybody in the hood got a problem, but everybody in the hood won't come out and support. If everybody come out and support and say, listen, we tired of this shit, they have no other choice but to fix it. But if only one person I'm telling you, Donna, this is the mentality of the way that the world ran. If only one person keep complaining, that's the only problem they got. They eliminate you because the rest of them gonna sit back and say, well, shit, they put Donna out, they might put me out. They ain't gonna put everybody out if they ain't got no motherfucking residents there. They can't put everybody out.
I told him, I was like, y'all, come on. I said, then I'm the resident tenant council president. And I said, y'all come to me. Y'all got these issues. And when y'all come to me, I fight for y'all issues or whatever. And I said, I can't even get y'all to come out for one little meeting. I didn't get y'all to come out, because I asked y'all to write a letter. There ain't nobody. I think I got like 6 letters as far as the food community. And then that was on the outside. That wasn't even in the community.
And see, then you actually ready to get yourself put out fighting with people that ain't fighting for themselves.
Yeah.
When I wasn't even living in the hood, right? I was renting somebody's basement, right? When I was going through all this shit, I went to over 20 or more community meetings. It was more public officials there than residents.
Resident
I was
all
there
the time. Yep.
every time. I was there to
Yep.
represent 20 and wasn't even living in 20. That's why I stopped.
Come
I'm
down to the
serious. I
people,
was
man.
getting, bruh, I was living in Glen Burnie in Nicole's basement, catching a ride or borrowing somebody's car to get down here in the middle of traffic to get down here in time to get down Stanton Center to speak up for 20. When I got there, I was like, there ain't nobody from 20 here. I went to churches. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm tired of this shit. You know, I don't even have any money, but I'm paying somebody money to get me down here so I could go speak out for the hood. People don't know what I went through. That's why they asked me. A lot of people was asking me, why you quit on that shit, man? You was doing your thing. Motherfucker, like, yo, you the mayor of Annapolis. I stopped that shit because I didn't have no support. And all the black people that was in office, every time I went to them, they gave me a story and they never followed up. But they started talking to me as if I don't have any common sense. And I'm sitting there looking at you right in your eye, telling you what I was saying it with my words. You think I don't know you a fucking fraud? I'm sitting there looking at you like, not even saying nothing back because I done heard your story before. Where you was at? I seen you before. Where you was at?
Right.
I just like I was like they would call me up, Mike, man, we need help. We need you help get the community kids out there. We hope KIR come out support us. We was going out support. All right, man, keep on supporting you, motherfuckers. Then next thing you know, when it's time for taking pictures and everything with the mayor, the governors and shit, I'm sitting over there with a nice old sweater on that I had get a motherfucker help me buy the goddamn sweater so I can look good. Cause motherfucker like, man, you can't go down there with no t-shirt on. You know me, I'm going down there with this shit on.
Get right.
Motherfucker like, no, you get a shirt so I go get a whole little outfit, get down there, motherfucker don't even say a word to me. And then after we finish, you come over there and hug me and say, yeah, man, cause I think we did a good job. Who the fuck is we? I got everybody here. All you did was take pictures with the people.
That is so true. It's true. And it hurts. You know what? It hurts because sometimes I back, y'all see people on books and who's supporting who and what community. And sometimes I say, you know what, maybe I am complaining and I'm always just saying this and that. But the thing is, no matter if I'm going through with somebody, I need somebody to listen because I'm telling the truth. And it seems like they support the people that's lying and doing this and that, but they seem like they're the ones that get supported. And I was just last week, I said, you know what? Excuse me, Mr. Allen. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I feel like I'm by myself. And I sit in that park and just have tears rolling down my face because I'm like, damn, like, I know I talk a lot, but it seems like I'm just trying to get it out there and get people to see who's real and who's not real, and to let them see that I'm not complaining, but I'm telling the truth. And it seems like because I'm by myself, I don't get no support, ain't nobody on my back, so I'm just complaining. They ain't listening to me. Ain't nobody else saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing. So it's like I'm by myself.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. It's all human nature. If don't nobody speak up but one person, you are a problem because don't nobody else have a problem. If me and C. Allen not saying nothing, that means we don't have no issue. Everything all right. Everything seems all right because you have 300 and some people not speaking up with you.
That's crazy. Like I'm gonna say this.
And the shit you saying, every fucking community is not just Eastport, it's every community. But why is it one person in 20? Or like somebody just said, who's that? Sherry said it's the same 10 people in Woodside. You know, Dominique been living down there forever. Dominique doing the same exact shit her mother and them was doing when they was young. But it wasn't just Miss Janice. It was Miss
Mm-hmm.
Janice, it was Miss Glassy, it was Aunt Delphine.
Yep.
It was the
Yep.
whole community. You know what I'm saying? They went on their ass, son. I seen newspaper people there. I seen cameramen in 20. They was fighting. Y'all want to keep bullshitting? You know one of the main reasons why. All right, this what Pastor Cheryl taught me, and I went and researched it, and I found out this is why shit get done. People in the community, if all right, you got 300 some people, right? Just saying, all 300 of those people gave
Mm-hmm.
you $5 a week
Mm-hmm.
to put into somebody's campaign.
Mm-hmm.
By the time they start running for office, you take all that money and say, we got $20,000-$40,000 for your campaign. Every time you run for office, that's how you get shit done. That's why Savannah Park got that new fucking school and didn't need it. That's why Broadneck area is getting treated the way they get treated. Got a brand new school. It's because they put politicians in their pocket. And then when they go to politicians, the first thing the politician will think, man, I can't give you everything, but if I do this for you, they're going to keep on giving me this money. This is what his people's telling him, man, shit. Them motherfuckers down East Port in 20, man, they got that money for you. So if Rob Wood ain't giving you no money, man, fuck Rob Wood. We're going to make sure the people in 20 and Eastport happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then if Rob Wood get on board and be like, listen, we're going to slide this money too. So now we got $60,000 between our hoods.
Mm-hmm.
If your ass don't do for Nappers Woods too and Gardens too, we ain't giving you our $60,000. I bet you start seeing changes. That's the only way they're going to change. Everything is about money. That's why they don't give a fuck about the hood. Because if you get put the fuck out, another person right behind you going to move in. They're not going to say, you know what, y'all did Donna wrong, so we're going to go on a rent strike. They ain't going to do that. They're going to be scared to get put the fuck out. They will not put everybody out. Just imagine if they put...
Especially if you can prove that the conditions... Like
Man,
if you can prove, like, no, what I'm saying, I'm not saying that they can't. What I'm saying is, especially if you can prove that the conditions that you are in are below standard. You can go to the court and not pay your rent and wait for your court date and go and explain and put all of that money into escrow. Imagine if 50 families put all of their rent in escrow.
Mm-hmm.
For the next 8 months, and the housing authority can't touch it until all of the standards that are needed to be met are met. The only thing is you have to make sure that your rent is paid on time.
Mm-hmm.
You take it to the court. If you got 50 families in each hood under the housing authority doing that, they're gonna have to change. Like you said, they're gonna have to change things because now you're touching money. And now they got people over them saying, why ain't nobody paying their rent? Why ain't nobody doing that? Because what? Then they're gonna start coming to y'all and saying, well, Ms. Donna, why are you not paying your rent? And you can say, this is why I'm not paying it. This is why this family not paying it. This is why this family not paying it. And you know, it always comes down to the people. It always comes down to the people. And I mean, what I say it comes down to the people, that means whether it makes or breaks something like this. It always comes down to the people. They can't, and time again, we that point that the people make it happen. And ultimately, like you said, you got to go to these meetings. If you really living in a standard that you don't feel is proper, you have to go to these meetings. You gotta, and I'm saying this to the people that's watching, the community. If you in the community and you watching this, go with Ms. Donna to the next meeting. Go with her and tell them what you're frustrated about. Tell them. That's all you can do at this point. Let them know what's going on and what you need to be done. Like, we have a lot of elders living in these communities and in these neighborhoods. So you have a lot of things that affect them as well. Like you say, you're trying to get certain people down on the lower floor because it's really tough for them to get up and down. And like those are things that a housing community should think of, especially a rental office. Like where I work now, that kind of shit wouldn't happen. They wouldn't let that kind of shit happen. They just wouldn't.
Against the law.
And Mr. Allen, let me say something. You know, also today when we was at the commission meeting, you know, we only got 2 for all our hacker communities, and what's that, 7? I think we got. I think 6 or 7. We only got 2 main maintenance men. Okay. Out of 60 some staff, we only got 33. As of today, we only got 33 staff. So it's like they because of cuts, I guess. Like that's why I said, you know, I'm saying the cuts. I don't hear so much. Like I just don't want to take it all over the place. I know we only got 33 staff that's working in housing. We only got 2 main maintenance men, and they said if you get a call, it might take a while for you to get seen because we only got 2 main maintenance men. That's all we got for our 6 or 7 communities that we got.
Wait a minute.
Somebody's still.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to make sure I heard this right.
Mm-hmm.
You said you mean a staff of 60 maintenance people got cut to 33?
No, 60 staff, period. They only got 33 staff members working all together, but only 2 main of them is maintenance men. Because we don't have maintenance men really. Like I guess for the main things like the maybe just fixing kind of stuff. Now I've seen 2 groundsmen, 3 groundsmen. We got Patrick, we got I think we got like 3 maintenance men that goes in there to take care of the plumbing and maybe patch something or something like that. Yeah.
For all 7 communities, it's 2 maintenance men.
I need you or somebody. Y'all need to come to this meeting so y'all can hear for yourself and listen.
I made this man about that same shit too. Like,
yeah.
I had to keep calling
this was just today.
I ain't have a stove for about. My stove ain't work for almost 2 months. I don't use the bitch really. I cook in my air fryer.
My resident going through this now that they moved her into a unit that the ceiling fell in. And they wasn't supposed to move her in, and now the bathroom is over Eastport Terrace. Her bathrooms and bedroom is over top of her kitchen. So her bathroom water and stuff is running down in her kitchen.
I will poke a hole in that bitch.
They shouldn't have moved her in there. 3 houses over here.
You poke a hole in that motherfucker, right? And knock some of that shit on your head and lay on the ground and call the goddamn call the post ambulance. I'm telling you, man, my motherfucking neck and my back. Yes, sir. I ain't have a stove for 2 months. I kept calling them rental office, but the thing about me is, like I said, I don't really cook on the stove. I use my air fryer for everything. So to be honest with you, with the way I am, it did not bother me at all. But when the holiday came and you can't cook Thanksgiving dinner or you can't cook lasagna, shit like that started affecting me. And then, because to be honest with you, they gave me a brand new stove, but when they came and redid, like they redid all my floors. So when they redid my floors, the dude that took the stove out, the floor dude that took the stove out, messed up something with the electric on the stove. They wanted me to check it, but I told them, I say, in my lease, I'm an electrician. In my lease, it says do not touch anything. And plus, if I touch it, you got to pay me. So you might well go pay somebody else. But they actually bought a brand new. I just got my other stove, brand new stove. That stove wasn't even 1.5 years old. It wasn't nothing wrong. It was somebody, the dude must have hit something or something. And so, like I said, I didn't make a big fuss about it because I barely cook on the stove. I cook in my air fryer. So it didn't really bother me. It's just the principle.
I'm still trying to get 2 maintenance men.
Yeah, you need to see it. It's crazy. Right now, you know what we beefing over? I just got a letter on my door about trash. The trash truck people. Every fucking year, they can talk that shit to other people. I've been here for 6 years. Every time you turn around, they not paying the fucking bill because the dude told us. So now they just dumped that trash the other day. Then sent a letter today saying that they having problems with the trash people. Oh shit, Mikey calling people. Mikey pay market rent. So I'm gonna be calling motherfuckers and find out what's going on. I don't sit back and play that shit. I ain't gonna say her name, but there's a lady that's a public official. And when they have that dump ass trash, I called her ass and like, listen, and took pictures and that. I'm like, man, look outside, look at this ass trash. When I looked again, she asked me where I lived at. Boom, boom, boom. She's a very sweet lady.
I'm sorry. I just came back on
top. Say nothing because it's like, you know, I don't like putting people out there.
No. I was just ready to say something about, you know, they keep coming about, man, this going back to the food thing. Y'all taking the food away from just everybody. But y'all not complaining. These people done built up cat houses around here. Them built up dog houses around here. They don't do the cattle middle or whatever when you do have the puppy things or whatever. They got so much shit going on. You got someone that had a dog that bit 4 other dogs over here and chased somebody that's been being reported for almost 2 years now. That's still here. But y'all coming at me for damn feeding my community and any other. I don't have people say it's gonna take me 50 minutes to get here because guess what? I'm willing to give them food. It ain't always in Eastport, Rodwood, or right here in Annapolis. It's people all over in Baltimore. This even with the clothes and whatever I can get for somebody. It ain't just right here in this community or even in Annapolis that I'm feeding folks. Like it's like they don't get it. They don't get it. It's like they literally don't care. They don't care. Y'all need to talk to Bridget and listen to what she tell y'all. Her name Bridget McLaughlin. Call her and ask and talk about her. You know why can't
I'm definitely going.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. But guess what?
We'll never use that resource, babe, because the newspaper is always willing to post shit. You find one of them. You find one of them, my fucking young news reporters that's just getting out there. They gonna throw that shit out there in the air. I'm telling you, we need to learn to use our resources instead of keep on fussing. The rental office people ain't gonna do nothing.
No,
they ain't gonna do nothing as long as only one person complaining. I don't care. I tell you, blue in the face. If you don't get an army behind you or with you, you fighting a losing battle. If you start getting these motherfuckers, like you say, it's people outside the community, you start when those people come through and they making donations and you start telling them your story, they gonna find some way to get you put out there and get your story put out there, I'm telling you. Or you go out there yourself, just like you're doing right now. This is what it takes. But we have a small platform. So this gonna reach have people most likely around here. Some other people might see it, but if you reach out to these news stations and all that shit, remember everybody used to back in the day. Everybody called Channel 11 every time something happened. I'm not lying. I seen Channel 11 and that was so motherfucking much. It was crazy because Channel 11 had that hotline. Channel 11 was coming down. That's how people started loving Channel 11. Back in the day, all you had to do was call them. Motherfucker was on the scene.
But you know what's crazy, y'all? Y'all know when I was telling you they took the food pantry away from the hallway, but you know it got in the newspaper. That's when the 2 boxes came about. Now they want to give me 2 boxes for outside, and also they want to take a apartment off the market, which it end up getting off the market. But the team member that found me, somebody found out what I was doing. They wanted to be a part of Donna's Day of Hope. So that's the people that made the Eastport Helping Eastport, which is the Sherwaters community right in the corner back here of when you go past down Madison. That neighborhood right there, that gated neighborhood, So
Yeah.
those residents are the team members that made Donna's Day of Hope, the Eastport Helping Eastport. But they was the one that bought the third box. So they asked me what did I want. I said I would love to have two more food boxes, one where it's at and one in the back of Eastport Church. So they reached out to Bridget. Oh, well, they only need one more. They don't need two. And I was like, why would you tell them they don't? You don't know our neighborhood. You act like you scared walking that neighborhood. But the one that's back here by the goodie bus is the one that my team members bought, and we was tripping because like, why the heck do you even have Hacker or Housing Authority written on that box? Better yet, why do you have it written on these boxes? It should be Eastport Community.
They
You
want credit
understand what
for it,
I'm
though.
saying? Like y'all don't know what we need. Y'all don't know what we need in here. And I even offered to walk them around here in the community so they can. I'm like, if you're scared or whatever, I got a lot of paperwork I got to do. No, walk out here in the community because some things y'all getting the information y'all getting from someone that's y'all buddy. So y'all listen to what there's going. Y'all don't know what's really going on around here in the community. I said I'm out here every day. I wash my resident laundry. If they need cigarettes, if they need their medicine, I'm doing this. I don't get paid for none of this kind of shit. I do this shit because this is what I supposed to do. Because if my mom was still here, and everyone would tell you, my mom would still be doing the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, the same thing.
That shit is annoying as
Even when
hell.
I'm sore and I'm hurting and I'm tired, guess what? I'm out there. You call me, I'm going for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just ridiculous. I'm just feeding the people. That's it. That's all I want, y'all. Is just feed the people. If I want to sit out there in that courtyard, and if I want to blow bubbles with the kids, if I want to cook some food or a big dinner, let me do it. Let me do it. Y'all ain't paying for nothing. You ain't helping with nothing. You're just not doing nothing but complaining about what I'm doing that's positive for our community, our adults, our elderly, our kiddos out here. That's it.
You should be able to
That's
put a sign
crazy.
up saying eat at your own risk.
Look, listen, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. And going on 4 years now, the Easter egg hunts, the free Sunday dinners, everything that I'm doing over here. This August is going to be my 4th year of doing a book bag giveaway. Don't you know they never been not to one event that I had over here, not one. I asked them for donation, we ain't got it. The one time they donated me something was last year. They gave me 2 boxes of hand sanitizer. Other than that, now if they give me money for Unity Days because that's the money they supposed to give me. But other than that, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't do
Remember
nothing.
us, see? Remember when we did the Easter egg hunt? And then the next year, I told them, I said, y'all, I said, listen, I already talked to people. Do not go to them and ask them for help. When we looked, they wanted us to get a permit. They
Oh,
wanted us to get a permit for a moon bounce. We had to get $1 million goddamn insurance policy for like $300 some or some shit like that. I say, so y'all want us to pay y'all to have a free Easter egg hunt for the kids? I said, make this
and
make
y'all
sense.
community though. This y'all community.
Uh,
See,
And I told them, no, we were down Truston Park.
Trusting
But
Park.
see, this was
oh,
the
I'm
lady.
Pastor Paul.
Well, no,
But
listen, this is
still,
what the lady told me. The
wow.
lady told me not to put a title on it. So if it's just like us having family down there. You know what I'm saying? She was like, do not put a title on it. If you put a title on it, that means you're gonna need permits. If you just setting up a moon bouncer, it could be a kid's birthday party. And all
Okay.
those kids could be your family. So they don't know. So it's not really what you call organized. Once you
Oh,
get
okay.
it, like when we was ready to play, I was ready to do years ago, I was gonna do a kickball league. Everybody like, oh, you need this, you need that. I said, you don't need shit. Only thing they can't stop us from going down there and playing kickball if the field empty. Only thing we can't say that this is keeping it real with growing ups kickball league.
Oh,
All
okay.
we gotta
Okay.
do is say, come out and play kickball.
Oh, okay. I see what you saying now.
You
Don't
see what I'm
give it no
saying?
title, no kind of
You
title.
don't get with the title, they can't do nothing. They can't stop you from going down the wide playing kickball in big groups. It's just like going down there any other time. As long as nobody's paying for it, or if you pay for it yourself, you could do that shit. But if as soon as you put shit on it, they want you to goddamn get all this fucking permits. Then they want you to get the insurance policies and all that shit in case somebody get hurt. Nah, you come out here play kickball, you get hurt, you on your motherfucking own. That's just like coming down. That's just like if we leave when we used to leave from 20 and go down Robinwood and play basketball with them. We can't sue Robinwood if we hurt our ankle down there because we playing them. Bywaters used to come down 20 and play basketball and play football with us. It was motherfuckers that broke their ankle or hurt themselves or twisted. They can't sue 20. We wasn't organized, but if we had say we had a 2-0 lead, then somebody is liable. I guess it's a lot to it. When they sat there and started explaining all that shit to me, I told that lady, I said, I'm gonna nip this in the bud right here. We ain't even got to go no further. Because first thing, I'm not paying y'all no money to have a free event for the kids in our community. Why y'all not having an Easter egg hunt then? Why they having Easter egg hunts? Why they got all these Easter egg hunts in all these wealthy communities, but y'all can't have no Easter egg hunt for our kids?
They have them.
They
just
do.
don't have them accessible to our children.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Just think about this. Our camps. And look at our camps. Our camps are inside the community. When I was working and the motherfucking camp was taking their kids to goddamn Arlington Echo. They was going down West River to do drown proofing. They were taking the kids all over the place. I'm like, damn, that kids. Then I look at the price. They camps costing like $1,200 for the summer. That shit like that because they know you can't. They know our kids can't afford that shit. So the average got two, 3 kids. So who the fuck got $3,600 for a summer?
It's the whole,
the
whole how many bubbles in a bar of soap trick.
Yeah, it's just crazy, and I thank God for the team, everybody that donate, like seriously, because when I had these events, I get all purring. I'm like, dang, I ain't gonna have this, I ain't gonna have that, thinking that it ain't gonna be about it. And it's not always about how big and how much stuff you had. But my at the end, it's like the events always come out more than what I was expecting, and to have this team, eSport helping eSport, these team members now, like I'm waiting for them to come back now because we're taking the kids. They want to take the kids out on free boat rides. We already done been out on one. We waiting to go out on a couple of more. Also, the CEO of Crab, he's in Bay Ridge. They do a lot of taking the kids out on the boats that has disability. They do it like for free. I'm waiting for him to get back with me because I'm ready to get another group of kids to take them down there to take them out there on the boat ride. So I have a lot of things that's coming, but it just sometimes it just hurt because the ones that you think that should support you or that you think would support you, and how you somehow you do what me, I'm just gonna say me, you sit back and watch and how they supporting this and this. People been telling me, you gotta just sit back and look and think like, you're not doing anything on grants. You got a whole team of the outsiders that make sure you have what you got and need. My thing is, why can't you have it on the inside? You understand what I'm saying? Why I can't come from on the inside? And I hate to say it like that, but it's just like all my support come from on the outside of our communities. You know what I'm saying? Not like really on the inside. I don't know, because my lips and I'm always running my mouth, and as I always hear, it's like I just complain. But what I'm complaining about is the truth of what's going on, and I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? If I did something wrong, guess what? I did something wrong, and I'm gonna take responsibility for it. and it used to just hurt. But I just feel like I gotta grow up now, and just like it's okay, Peaches, because the little things that you do for the community and the kiddos, especially the kiddos, and because they are my main little focus. Even though it's a little group, I don't care. And like I was telling somebody the other day, if I can just help one person, I'm all right, because I know I don't help somebody. And this is why I choose, for these next 3 months of my own little bit of money, I'm putting out $100. I already did June, so July I'm trying to figure out how can I just go and do something. I was thinking about maybe like going downtown or to like maybe CVS or something. If somebody paying for something, just pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do July. Even if somebody need a donation for something, which I said the donation wouldn't be no more than $25. So my thing is, I just want to do something different. So that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? They was like, keep your money. What am I doing with my damn money? Nothing.
So
This is what I want to do.
if you still accepting food donations, you ain't gotta say it right here live on the air, but let me know in messages. You still accepting food donations, and I will send food donations your way. Listen, like at the end of the day, this is something that benefits the community and outside, as you heard Ms. Donna say. Donna's Day of Hope has been a blessing in the Eastport our community, Eastport Terrace, definitely. And she does this relentlessly every year as far as Christmas, everything, clothes, food. You get a majority of resources from this lady, man. And she has made that clear and proved it. And right now, what she is asking for us to donate is a bit of compassion and show up at the meeting. Show up if you upset. Write a letter for it. Write a letter to the local government for it. Write a letter to the housing authority for it. You ain't got to put your name on it if you don't feel comfortable, but write a letter. Do something. That's what you're asking for right now. It ain't about money. It's not about clothes. It's not about food. This is merely about time. 10 minutes. 10 minutes out of your day to write a letter. 10 minutes out of your day to talk to her and find out when the next meeting is. One day out of the month, the 24th of July. One day out of the month to show up. That's the donation that she really, really needs as well. All the other donations are awesome. They are wonderful. And she's able to pass them on to other people. The donation that she really needs from the people right now is time. That's it.
I just seen on Facebook, I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody right now complaining about they ceilings falling in. And the rental office people is telling them that they don't deal with that part, that's not their problem, go stay somewhere. This is exactly what she put on Facebook. I'm not saying her name. She's in a nap, the ceiling caved in. And that's the information that I know.
While we
And
having
she's saying that the city, they won't even put her up in a place to stay. They're telling her to go stay with somebody. This like day 3 or day 4. But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's not happening just Eastport. So when there's a Donna going through something, there's supposed to be a bunch of people. All of these. That's what drives me crazy. Most of these females that live in these hoods are so ready to go outside and fight each other, but y'all scared to go fight against the rental office.
Woo.
Y'all some brave motherfuckers to actually go outside and be ready. You'll even be ready to fight the rental office people. But these are not going to win you a victory.
And Mike, that's why
you beat that rental office lady ass, you're gonna get put out and you're gonna catch a charge.
Hey Mike,
these are not gonna get you a victory.
I'm sorry, and that's what I said. I was scared to speak up at first because of retaliation and all this, and I said today, so whoever go back report it to them and say what I said, well, guess what? I don't care. I'm not gonna shut my mouth. Somebody gotta fight. Even if I don't have nobody behind me, which would be wonderful if I did, but right now I'm doing what I got. I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm not shutting up about anything. I just told everybody, God forgive me, if I get put out, y'all about to have me a 10 or something. You know what I'm saying? So I can live in. But for real, but for real though, I'm not scared to talk no more because I was afraid to speak up. I was afraid because I had got retaliated against before.
You
So,
know
but my
that's a
thing is, I'm
lawsuit.
not no more. I'm not no
You know
more.
that's the lawsuit. If you can prove
Right.
that shit,
And you have the
that's a
video proof
lawsuit.
right here. So we
Sherry
good.
even said it earlier in the post. We've been so much, but that's a lawsuit. Sherry even said it earlier. They cannot do that because it's a retaliation. If you're not violating your lease or none of that shit like that, they can't do that. But real talk, if you would have to prove it, that's why I always bring Pat Sherrill in because that's who I learned everything from when I was doing the nonprofit stuff. Pat Sherrill said, if it ain't documented, it has no value.
And you know what? I hated emails at first, but I learned that, if you got those emails and
You
all
got to
this
save
and that,
everything.
yep.
Screenshot them, save them, everything. Because I'm telling you, everything that you go through, if you have documentation and you go court, all you gotta do is say, "How you go, Your Honor?" I ain't got much to say. I'm serious. I learned a lot. I seen a lot. I was shocked. I was literally shocked, and I was blind by how, especially black people, and I say black people because I deal with our community.
Mhm.
How much people just don't give a fuck. At one point, when do you gonna say, "I had enough of this"? Just think about this shit, Donna. Me and you grew up in the hood,
Mhm.
in Annapolis.
Mhm.
How's we going through the same shit that our parents went through? I'm 51 and you say you 58.
Mhm.
Ain't nothing changed except for it got more violent.
I would say y'all got a little worse. Yep.
That's what happens. That if you study human nature, if
Mhm.
things go unpunished, like that little thing, don't touch the stove thing. Your
Mhm.
mother don't have to whip your ass. That hot stove whip your ass.
Mhm.
If things go unpunished, they only evolve to getting worse. So with that being said, all this shit that ain't nobody standing up for no more, um, all it does is it make the whole community worse. Um, I said this on another joint. I watched this video and this dude was down south. And they got all these pictures of this same community. Every year they had these celebrations and just going through. You see people sitting outside chilling. All these old ladies and men sitting out on the down this one stretch of road in houses. Now there's no. The dude. His point was this is why we didn't turn out as bad as this generation because it was always somebody grandmother or somebody auntie or somebody uncle or somebody sitting outside.
Mhm.
You look at that same community now, ain't nobody outside. Everybody got their curtains closed. Most people got gates on their windows because now grandma and them ain't sitting outside no more. Tell you, man, you better sit your ass down, fall with your ass, and send you home to classy. You don't get that no more. So now you might be an eyewitness to a murder or get murdered by just sitting outside. But my whole point is, my mother them used to sit on the step all the time down 20. I mean, hours and just drink beer, sit out there. Man, you don't see that shit no more. You don't see them older
No.
ladies sitting outside. You don't even see them. You gotta go knock on their door to see somebody elderly.
They
And
scared to sit outside.
they keep
You don't know how they're spitting all
the
over the
curtains closed.
steps.
Yeah,
They don't want
curtains closed, all that shit. They
Yep.
don't want to get accused of being witness to no crime. See, we only think about the same shit that we see all the time.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, you gotta go beyond exactly what's right in front of you. You need to see everything because all of that shit affects the community. Our kids got us held captive in the household. And when I say our kids, I'm saying because I went to school with some of these kids, parents. You know what I mean? And they got good parents, but their kids fucked up. They know their kids fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we as a community have yet to come back and say, well, we need to take over and start making them respect us.
Yeah,
This actually, if you actually look at it, I'm speaking for Annapolis. I ain't speaking for these other places.
mm-hmm.
It's actually more good people than it is bad drug dealers in the community. Because 90% of the community, 90% of the drug dealers don't live in the community that they hustle in. So you letting them tear down everything, letting them make them stay in the house. When we was gangster when we was young, we might not be the same gangster, but whatever. Why are we scared to use our resources? I'm not afraid to call the police on a motherfucker that's ready to try to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather for you call me a snitch and say, man, Mikey was a good dude, yo. That dude shouldn't have killed him.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's true, though. That's true, yeah.
Because I used to carry guns, and I don't do that shit no more. So I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no protection like that from that shit. I was fearless when I was young. Now I know these motherfuckers will kill you. So why am I gonna sit there and act like
Act like you hard and all that.
Look, Donna got a motherfucking look. I call see Donna got a motherfucking table on front, goddamn steps. I'm ready to call the rent office on her. Soon as the motherfucker get killed out front. Oh, I ain't see that. I don't want to be no snitch. Bitch, you snitched on me for having a table outside, but you won't kill the motherfucker that killed your cousin.
Yeah,
You rather not be a snake. What's the difference between a snake and a goddamn rat?
Let the killers eat the repast chicken and everything.
Yeah, come over there, eat your motherfucking Popeyes, everything.
You know what I mean? Eat the repast meatballs and macaroni cheese.
Man, I seen a killer buying a whole bunch of kids, bro. I seen a killer buying a whole bunch of kids something off the ice cream truck a couple of years back. I'm sitting there and I just found out I was living in Glen Burnie. They're like, yeah, it's my motherfucking killed such and such. I'm like, ain't he in y'all hood? Man, I don't know. We was different when we was long down 20. He would have been down 20 chilling like that. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. But I was like, damn, he over there. But you know what he was doing? He was feeding his conscience. He over there buying all these kids goddamn candy and all that shit. Everybody know that motherfucker was a killer.
I told you what that is, though. Like
it's feeding the conscience.
We talked about it. Like it ain't even about the conscience, yo. Like this is about funding the neighborhood. That's why these drug dealers ain't getting locked up. That's why these killers ain't getting locked up because they funding the neighborhood. They're funding it, yo. Like and until we understand that and realize that contradiction is going to keep us in the same position, it's going to continue to happen. That's funding the neighborhood. If they're allowed to fund the neighborhood like that, what can you really say? People are more scared of looking like hypocrites than they are looking righteous. Like plain and simple. Righteous doesn't mean you're a hypocrite, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's a mindset. And I'm definitely gonna put a call into the housing authority. I did tag them in the live stream if somebody was watching the story, nobody see it. But I'm definitely gonna contact them and find out if we can get somebody from the housing authority to join us for a conversation. I doubt it's gonna happen, but
they cannot.
I might get a conversation though with somebody over there.
Well, you didn't say anything. We have an hour and a half of footage that you did not say anything derogatory or slanderous about the house. The things that you spoke about are things that are happening, and not only happening to you, they're happening
stuff that you're passionate about.
So they can't even play that game. And if they need footage, if you need footage to prove that, it's it. So that's already we gotta, like it's because I know this time already clipped. It's only got a little bit of memory left. But know the time where they clip on this one, but Ms. Donna, again, it's no way to explain or to thank you for what you have done and are continuing to do, even in the midst of dealing with your own issue as far as them and being able to do this and not worrying about any retaliation or anything like that. We salute you. And again, please feel free. Anything that you got going on, any issue that you have, please feel free to post it on the group page, or if you post anything, please feel free to tag my name in it so that I can see it and share it as well. I'm gonna push for you, definitely. I'm gonna push for you. I'm gonna push with you. Again, I'm going this out to the community. I need everybody that's watching this right now. It's still 5 people. I need the 5 people that's watching this right now. When it's done, I need you to share this and tag the housing authority in this video with that, and start talking to them. Like, you have to start telling these people what you don't, what is not right. And again, like Mikey said, Ms. Donna can't do this by herself, because doing this by herself, it only looks like one person has to eat. And if she's going to these meetings, she's fighting for everybody. She's fighting for everybody. So, donation for the food, like I said, the food is wonderful. Donate some time. Donate some time. Donate some time to show that you love your food. That's all. Like I said, whether it's writing a letter, whether it's showing up at the community meeting, just something. You gotta do something to not make her look like she's the only person with a problem, especially when you know she's not. Especially if you know you're benefiting from any of the resources that she provides, because and this is not trying to make anybody feel bad or guilt you with anything that's you're receiving resources, you're receiving help, reciprocate that help. Reciprocate that help. And Ms. Donna, again, we thank you. You are welcome on here anytime, no matter what the conversation is. You are always welcome to join us for a conversation.
We want you back on here after the meeting.
Yeah. After that July 24th meeting, we'll have you back.
I definitely would come. Like I said, it would be nice to see y'all, so y'all can really hear and see what's going on, because it be some amounts of money. Y'all need to come, like, even if it's just one time, to get a whiff of like how they run that meeting and what they really talk about, because we only get 3 minutes. The resident to the council, the red members, and even the resident, if they had something to talk about or whatever, we only get 3 minutes. It used to be 5 minutes. It's only 3 minutes. The boards take more up of the times of the meeting from 4:30 to 5:30. We only get 3 minutes to speak what we got to say.
Hey, Donna, look, I'm gonna tell you something that I seen. I swear, they needed and I'm gonna make it quick. They needed to move the bus stop over in the Broadneck area, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these people came into the Board of Education, and I sat there and watched it. It was about 10 women. Whenever she stopped her 5 minutes, she handed the paper to the next lady, and the next lady started. Then the next lady started from exactly where they stopped at. That 3 minutes, they gave them 5 minutes back then.
Yeah.
It was actually 50 minutes. You see what I'm saying? They literally stopped and just kept reading their stuff. They were like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm telling you, they moved that bus stop. The kids had to cross the street, and it was at certain times of the day there's a lot of speeding going on. I didn't know none of this until I listened to them, and I sat there, and everybody came up right off the same. They were reading the same. They had a little message, and they did their 5 minutes. They went through blah, 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 blah. Then the next person. The same line when they said that person had to stop. Ma'am, your 5 minutes is up. They didn't know they was doing this at first. The next lady came up and handed the paper. I'm looking like, that's fucking brilliant.
Yep, it is.
And that's what they did.
Wow.
And they moved that part, and they moved that. I tell you, I had to do that because when I worked with Pat the Sheriff, I had to go to the courthouses at least once or twice a month And sitting there, I barely said anything. I just learned so much by me not having to be the main person, which was Pastor Cheryl or Mr. Gerald or Gerald Boston. What I did was, I'm a very observant person, but I like to talk. I listen to people so I can talk. But now I'm not in a position where though I had to talk, so all I'm doing is I'm absorbing so much fucking information. And that's how I am. I'm a sponge. I'm listening and watching all this shit. I said, that's crazy. These ladies came in here and all of them talked on their time, yo. It was incredible. I was like, I just was like, when they left out, I walked up to them and said, that was awesome. They're like, we got it. I said, yeah, y'all got him. I did not expect that at all, but y'all got them. All white ladies, and they got that damn thing to move, yo.
That's what it is.
No bullshit.
Working together. So on that note, again, Ms. Donna, please let everybody know where they can email you if they do want to write a letter that they can send to you.
Hey, Donna, real quick, somebody, Sherry, said when and where is the meeting that you have to go to? She's from down 20.
It's the commission meeting. It's on the 24th, the last Tuesday of each month, 4:30 to 5:30 at Pip Moyers. And that's the commission meeting. That's with the hacker board and actually supposed to be the board members for us. Yep, that's a good meeting. You will learn a lot.
Yeah. And see, that's what you need. You need somebody in there. You need somebody in there with you to listen, because you were on. Because and the reason why I say this is because I'm not saying you, but me personally, like I said, I had to teach myself to stop listening to respond. And see, what you do, you have to be ready to respond because you're in the line of fire. But if you got other people with you, they can sit back and you be hearing stuff, and then they can sit back and just nothing but listen. That's basically what Land is saying here. Land is saying, you need to know your landlord stuff, know your tenant rights and all that stuff. And that's when you have that team, and then everything will fall on you. So now you absorbing all this information, and you want to give information. You need a team. You need somebody to absorb some of that information, so you can say, well, I got this going on, I got that going on. Then somebody, when y'all leave, y'all have y'all little drive home or y'all little powwows, and they like, well, Donnie, they were saying this, and they right about this, even though you don't like it, or yeah, they wrong about that. And, you know what I'm saying? Because that'll take some of that pressure off you.
Yep.
Right.
It's time to build a team.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys for having me on here. I was kind of nervous, but I appreciate it. I literally forgot when I got in the house. I was like, oh my God, I got to like wipe my pad off because I ain't got out the shower. I was like, oh my God, I forgot. But just stay quick, because when I'm finished outside, I don't care what time it is. My day is done. I'm tired. I just want to come in here and relax. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm calling my daughter. I say, because I didn't know this and know that. Then I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to look? Am I going to look stupid, talk stupid, or crazy? So I was kind of nervous or whatever. But I'm glad I got on here. I appreciate you guys having me on here. Even if it's just one person that want to come out and support me, that's more than what I got. You know what I'm saying? Especially that the one of us that lives in the community, that would be truly appreciated. My doors are always open for the pantry. If I got it, you got it. Basically that's it. I mean, I pretty truly appreciate. Oh my God, that sound like a shooting. Oh, they're shooting. Oh fuck. Oh,
you see what I mean? You see
oh
the
my
shit?
God, it's shooting, yo.
You see what I mean?
Oh my God.
God damn. Let me go.
God, yo. Oh my head. Ouch.
You see what I mean? All this shit going on in the world. Oh
I
my
ain't worried
God.
about her feet.
And y'all worry about the motherfucking fees, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing about them motherfuckers out there shooting.
Y'all, I am so sorry.
It's all right, Ms. Donna. You all right. You don't owe us no apologies. You don't owe us no apologies or nothing.
Hit the motherfucking deck.
Oh God.
On that note, we're gonna close out. Appreciate you as always, bro. Love you.
Yeah, I love you, man. Don, you
Stay safe, Edie. Check in with us if you get a chance once everything settles down.
Yeah, I'll give y'all I'm sorry, I'll give y'all a call.
All right.
Shit, y'all. I gotta go.
All right.
All right. Shit, I don't need y'all cut your phone. I don't even know how to cut it off.
I got you.
Oh my.
That is fucking crazy.
That is crazy. That sums up the whole thing right there for me. I don't know what's going on outside. I could care less. I hope don't nobody get hurt. But my whole point is we have so much. Whatever happened to the bigger fish to fry? They got a whole bunch of little them goldfish joints. Whatever happened to having bigger fish to fry than worrying about a motherfucker feeding? And there's regulations, and I respect all the regulations and everything that they have with the hot food and the thermometers and everything. But what the fuck is y'all doing about that shit outside?
Facts. That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clip it. That's wild, yo. Anybody watching it, y'all get a chance, share this joint, please.
Hey Landis, if you want, reach out to Donna on her Facebook page because she had to get off because they outside shooting, so she panicked. So I see your text message if you say when you're saying if there's anything you can do, reach out to her on her Facebook page. Hit her on her inbox or something, and then y'all might could talk. If y'all have any information, see, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I didn't want you to cut off because I don't know if I didn't know if Landis texted that before she got off.
Oh, okay.
So Donna ain't gonna see that.
Right.
So if y'all got any information for her, please see Landis. They send her page info.
Yeah, Donna. All right, Donna.
But if y'all got any info for her, I know y'all know me and C know that some of the stuff with the hot foods and everything have to be regulated and everything. Donna know that too, but she has a passion for feeding people, so I get it. You do have to follow certain standards, but I don't know how to turn down a hungry person. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. So I'm not even gonna keep going because before you know it, it's gonna be 11 o'clock, and I'm gonna be still talking about because I'm a hood dude. I'm a hood
I get
dude,
it.
and I just want
Yeah,
the
we're
best
gonna
for
get out.
us.
We're gonna bop out, B. I'll get up with you tomorrow, though.
But we gotta continue these conversations.
Absolutely, we are, yeah. We definitely will. All right, B.
All right, love you, man.
Peace.
Peace out.